Hey everybody, Roger here again. It's a beautiful spring evening here, so I'm just going to go down to the beach and watch the sunset. So let's go take a look at the sunsets here in downtown Toronto. And it's a beautiful day here today in downtown Toronto. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you what I am currently looking at. There's the Williams Boat Shop. What's left of it. And you could see the sun peeking through, kind of a nice little shot. And in the evenings, downtown Toronto's not very happening place, so there's not a lot of people out. So it's a nice time to go for a walk. Oh, perfect. The ferry's about to leave, so I'm going to go get you guys a shot of that. And here we are. I'm down beside the Toronto gas station, just beside the ferry dock here. Watching the sunset. Island Aurora is currently in the dock. I'll just scroll over. I have to get used to the new ferry schedule because they only recently changed it to a new one. So this ferry used to come in at 7 o'clock and now it comes in around 7:40. Just panning across Kotiranta here, our home shore, downtown Toronto. And the Island Aurora is still at the dock, so I think I'm going to go down on the beach and go for a walk. And the ferry's still in. And we're going to go down towards Kotiranta. Here's the old Williams boathouse from the beach. And I'm just walking along here, minding my own business. And there's no one around. Oh, maybe looks like there's people way off in the distance there. So I'm gonna mosey on down to the edge of the water just because I like walking by myself. And here I am down at the water's edge. You can kind of see the ripples in the rocks from the waves hitting the beach. So I think I just found a really cool rock. It stood out to me. Guess it's a keeper. Anyways, I was saying, you can see these ripples in the rocks here, and that's from the ferry waves crashing in. And the ferry is still in the dock behind me, and the sun is still setting. This is looking back towards Toronto from where I currently am on Kotiranta, here on Malcolm Island. I always like walking along the beach's edge here at Kotiranta when the tide's a little lower because you get to see some neat little artifacts from the past. This looks like the rollers that would have went on an old boathouse to roll your boats up with. Looks like, because they used to have like train tracks. I'll show you up ahead here in front of our old boathouse what they used to look like. But you find some interesting stuff on the beach at low tide. It's a beautiful night. The sun is starting to set, so I'm going to sit on the beach by Kotiranta there on our property, what we call the graveyard property, because it's beside the graveyard. and sit and watch the sunset. These are some of the neat houses along the beach at Kotiranta. And when you get over to those trees, oh, the ferry's about to go. That's our property, where I'm gonna go sit and watch the sunset. But for now, I'm gonna pan on over to the ferry as it's about to leave Sontala. Let's watch the island Aurora leave Sontala. There she goes. And I'll keep going here till she gets over to the sun. Well, we'll see. Depends how slow she goes. I think she's gonna pick up the pace here pretty soon. Sounds like her engine's just kicked in. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and wait that long for her to catch up to the sun, so I'm gonna keep walking down the beach. Here now is an example of those railroad ties or not ties, but railroad rails I was telling you guys about, where they would roll with those rollers the boats up to boathouses. And at one time there was a boathouse just up here. In only just recent years they tore it down, but you could see the railroad rails going up to where the old boathouse used to be. And from here going forward, we're on our graveyard property, heading towards Dickinson Point, also known as Kotiranta or Home Point. You're looking at what remains of our old boathouse, and I'm going to walk up to the old boathouse and sit and watch the sunset. I think I'm going to take this one home. It kind of looks like a foot. Good garden ornament. Here we are, what's left of the old boathouse. Maybe sometime I'll look up some photo album pictures of it, show you what it used to look like. We're gonna stay here for a bit. There's the island Aurora heading to Port and sit and watch the sunset. So you could see the railroad rails coming down from the boathouse here at our property. And if you're looking down, as I'm following down to the beach here, you could see this big huge wheel. It was an anchor for one of the boats way back in the day. I think there's another one here. Yeah. When my grandfather Miko Potu lived here with my mom when she was a little girl, and my uncle John Hinton would tie up his boat here. There's a couple more over here, and that's what my mom said these were used for. You can see there's 3 of them all in a row here, and they were to anchor their boats in the winter. Here, I'll just walk up to them. You're looking towards downtown Sontala on this beautiful spring evening. Here's one of them here. I'll have to ask my mom the story behind them. She told me where they came from at one point in time. There's another one there. And then there's a cement one just a little ways up. Right here. And the sun is just about to set, so I'm going to get seated here and watch it with you guys. And there off in the distance, the sun is about to set just behind Malcolm Island. I'm going to zoom in here. Oops. There we go. And that looks about right, exactly what I could see with my naked eye, what it looks like size-wise. This is 5x zoom. So let's sit here and watch the sunset behind Malcolm Island. There she goes, sinking behind the clouds. I should have came out the other day. There was a really gorgeous sunset, but the sunsets are going to get nicer and nicer as we head off into summer here, so I'll probably do this again. Yep, and there's Sointla behind me. It's kind of a cool shot. Me walking down the beach with the town in behind me. And I'm walking towards Kotiranta, so let's go check that out. I hope you all can hear that. It's those evening birds that you hear only in the evenings in the spring. And when I go staying in the cabins at Rauhala, I'll be sure to show you what it sounds like out there. It's really pretty. There we go. The sun has set. Wasn't that great of a sunset today, but I'm sure there'll be others. I'm almost at Kotiranta here. And let's see what's around the bend. And here we are, Dickinson Point, the Kotiranta finish home point. Kind of like a retaining wall to stop erosion because it gets hit pretty hard by winter windstorms here. And we're just about around the tip of the point. And now Kotiranta changes to Toivolinranta, which means the place of Hope's shore. Oh, I think I just found a piece of blue glass. And I did. Now, blue glass or cobalt blue glass is becoming more and more rare and harder to find, so I always pick it up whenever I see it. And this is what the beach looks like here at Dickinson Point, Kotiranta. Oh, cool. Ducks. And I'm just coming off the beach here. Looking towards Port McNeill. Here's this monument thing that they made during the pandemic. It's a big metal feather. So sometime soon, probably later in the spring, the sea lions go over there to the rocky areas of this rocky side of Haddington Island, and they make all their noise during their mating season. So you'll hear these barking sea lions off in the distance, especially on a calm day. So I'll come here so you could listen to the sea lions barking while they're looking for a mate. And here you're looking towards the community garden. Oh, there's a deer by the fence. And this little bit about our history. And I'm just walking. This is the junction of where First Street right here and Second Street right up there meets Cleva Road down there. Up there is the sewage reduction plant and the recycle center. And this is the community gardens. Maybe sometime in the summer we'll walk through there, see what's blooming. And up there is Harmony Glen. It's an old folks home. And right across from Harmony Glen is the Swantala Cemetery over there on the other side of First Street. And I'll do a whole video later on just on the cemetery. Okay, I am on my way home, so I hope you enjoyed this little walking tour of downtown Swantala during a sunset. I'm sure I'll make more in the future. And that's all I have to say for today. So I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao.